If you're like me, you've spent thousands of hours gazing up at the night sky, pondering important questions like, I wonder how aliens masturbate, or do aliens hold in their farts when around other aliens like people do when around other people? But the question I'm going to probe in this video has to do with alien music. Assuming aliens exist and they listen to music, what does it sound like, and how do they listen to it? I mean, if they're capable of interstellar or interdimensional travel, they gotta have some pretty advanced music tech. Maybe they all have implants in their brains that play whatever they want to hear whenever they want to hear it. Maybe their AI is so good it can analyze their brain chemistry in real time and create songs on the spot that are 100% optimized to be exactly what they want to hear in the moment. Or maybe they just bang rocks together in 17/4 time while making bloop bloop sounds. The possibilities are as vast as space itself, but since sound can't travel through space, even if an alien with a 5,000-watt subwoofer thumping in the trunk of his UFO pulled up right next to the International Space Station, the astronauts inside wouldn't be able to hear it at all. However, when an illegal alien pulls up next to you at a stoplight in his Honda Civic, you can both hear and feel the 500-watt sub thumping from his trunk because the vibration can travel through the air. Now, you might not know this, but music is made up of sounds. I just found that out like yesterday. And sounds are made up of waves that travel through the air from a vibrating object to your ear. The faster the vibration, measured in hertz, the higher the frequency. Us humans can hear from about 20 hertz to about 20,000. Dogs can hear up to 45,000 hertz. Bats and beluga whales can't hear anything under 1,000 hertz, but can hear well over 100,000. But who gives a shit about dogs, whales, and humans? We're here to talk about aliens. It's possible that the spectrum of frequencies the aliens can hear is much broader than what us humans can. When Mariah Carey hits her highest note, a G7, roughly 3,100 hertz, to us homos, sapiens that is, it sounds crazy high. But to an alien, Mariah Carey's highest note might sound to them how Barry White's lowest note sounds to us. Or perhaps aliens have a much narrower range of frequencies they can hear. Maybe to them, Barry White's lowest note, a F#1 with a fundamental of roughly 46 hertz, sounds like what Mariah Carey singing in her high G after taking a massive hit of helium would sound like to us. It's even possible that alien music exists entirely outside of the frequency spectrum that our music does. Maybe those two massive black things on aliens' faces that creep you the fuck out every time you see them aren't actually eyes like you'd thought, but are ears and can only hear frequencies below 20 hertz. Or maybe they are eyes, but those two little slits underneath them that you thought were nostrils are ears that can only hear from 20,000 to 40,000 hertz. Hey, maybe that's why aliens are always abducting cattle. Cows can hear from about 23,000 to 35,000 hertz. Maybe aliens take the cows to make them listen to their alien music for some reason. Like, maybe cows are really good at predicting the next big alien mega hit. So aspiring alien musicians come down and abduct cows to make them listen to their demos. But if the cow doesn't like the alien Space Jam, they get turned inside out and then dropped off near, but not exactly where they'd originally been abducted from. Another thing to consider besides the frequency of a sound is the speed at which it travels. The denser the medium the sound wave travels through, the faster they go. Additionally, sound moves faster through warmer mediums than cooler ones. Here on Earth, our atmosphere is made up of mostly nitrogen and oxygen, has a barometric pressure of about 15 pounds per square inch at sea level, and has an average temperature of about 59 degrees. But what if aliens evolved in a much denser and much warmer atmosphere than ours? If they do, then sound waves travel much faster through their alien air. If that's the case, maybe alien brains have evolved to process sound quicker than ours, and they like their music played much faster. Genres like speed metal and speedcore might be played far too fast for all but the most methed up, cracked out of us humans to enjoy. But maybe a 1,700 beat per minute extra tone song that just sounds like one fast, blurry turd to most humans is too slow for any alien to enjoy without first taking several massive hits from their anti-gravity bong. That actually makes me wonder if aliens like to get as fucked up before making and listening to music as us humans do. What am I saying? Of course they do. Their drugs are probably on a whole other level than ours. Maybe they don't even have drugs, plural. Maybe aliens just have one drug that they've perfected to the point where it's so fucking awesome it works for everything. Here on Earth, if you want to enjoy stoner rock, you gotta smoke a joint. If you want the walls of perception to come crashing down while listening to The Wall, you need to eat some shrooms picked from cow shit next to your garden wall. And if you want to have the time of your life on the dance floor some all-night warehouse rave you're going to, you'd better pop some A. Otherwise, the only ecstasy you'll be feeling is when you finally get to go home after watching your drugged-up, pacifier-wearing friends rubbing up against total strangers to ear-shattering techno from the corner of the warehouse for 10 hours straight. But maybe aliens just have one drug that enhances all music. maybe its effects change depending on the music that's being listened to. Like if an alien puts on an Alpha Centauri slow jam, it makes them feel like they've had a few beers, maybe smoked a little Aliendo, perhaps a nice strain of Aliendica. But then if they put on some serious techno, serious as in the star system, not the satellite radio company, it makes them feel like they're candy flipping on E and LSD while puffing on a serious strain of cannabis sativa. Or maybe aliens are totally against drug use and only listen to straight-edge bands like Canis Minor Threat.
Alien My Eyes is a great song.
Perhaps they don't use drugs because they don't need them. Us humans only have 5 boring senses and they get old by the time we're teenagers. That's why teens are always looking for new ways to get fucked up so they can experience something different. But maybe aliens have like 50 senses. Maybe their physiology allows them to consume music through a bunch of different senses instead of only being able to hear it like us primates. Maybe aliens can see sound waves. Maybe they can even smell music. I hope not, though, for their sake. Because if music smells how it sounds, and alien music is anything like Earth music, the vast majority of it smells like shit. Even if aliens only have the same basic senses as us, and they consume music similarly, maybe their physiology allows them to play much more complex music. An alien guitarist with 4 arms would be able to tap circles around Eddie Van Halen. A coordinated alien might even be able to tap dance on Eddie's grave while out-tapping him on the guitar. And unlike us humans, who all look incredibly stupid holding a double-necked guitar, since none of us can play more than 50% of the instrument at a time, in the hands of a 4-armed alien, something like a Gibson EDS 1275 might actually look kinda cool. Maybe. What'd definitely be cool to watch is an alien with 4 arms and 4 legs playing the drums. Double bass? Fuck that. Quadruple bass. Imagine the crazy syncopated rhythms they could play with 8 limbs. Listening to the drummer from a band like Tool or Converge playing in a different time signature with each limb can make your head spin, and they've only got 4. Listening to an 8-limbed alien doing the same thing might actually make your head blow the fuck up. But while watching 4-armed aliens playing 128 notes on the drums or 20-note chords on the piano might be twice as impressive as watching a human musician in action, watching a 4-armed alien DJ in action is twice as lame as watching a human one. At least a human DJ only has 2 hands to pretend to be doing something with during their set, like turning knobs that don't need turning and pushing buttons that don't need pushing. But watching a 4-armed alien DJ would be even more awkward because they got 4 hands to keep looking busy. Let's be real. A DJ really only has 2 responsibilities. Press the play button at the start of the show, press the stop button at the end. Everything in between is just theatrics. But you can only pretend to tweak that treble knob so many times before you start looking ridiculous. Whether you're an alien with 4 arms or a human with 2, you're overqualified to be a DJ and are just going to look dumb. Maybe the drummer from Def Leppard could pull off looking cool as a DJ, but even with just 1 arm, he's still got 4 fingers more than any DJ needs, at least in this solar system. Here on Earth, us humans use music for a variety of reasons. To escape from reality, inspire creativity, tell stories, share feelings, sell pickup trucks. But what if aliens don't listen to music for the same reasons we do? What if authoritarian governments use music to control its citizens by pumping avant-garde jazz into their brains 24/7, or 32/9, or however many hours and days there are in an alien week, keeping the population confused and unable to revolt? Or what if alien megacorporations used music to keep their workers loyal and productive, blasting nothing but upbeat, pro-work, anti-union propaganda songs throughout the entire workday with mandatory sing-alongs?
Everybody work.
Music in outer space is likely used for a variety of reasons, just like it is here on Earth. But there's probably lots of overlap between the reasons why humans use music and why aliens do, just like there is between humans and animals. Take birds, for example. They use music to communicate with each other and to annoy the shit out of me by waking me up at 6 a.m. every morning. Just like my next-door neighbor uses his Gibson Thunderbird to annoy me every evening while communicating what a terrible guitarist he is. If only I could figure out a way to use music to communicate with aliens, I'd ask them to come down and abduct me from this fucking neighborhood so I can finally get some peace and quiet. And now that you've listened to me talk about alien music for the past 10 minutes, you still know absolutely nothing about what alien music sounds like, because I have no clue what it sounds like, and I've just been talking out of my terrestrial ass the whole time. But it doesn't matter. It anti-matters. The only music that really matters is human music. Fuck aliens. Humans are just one species, and we've managed to create millions of awful songs in a variety of genres from a variety of diverse cultures. There are probably countless species of aliens, each with their own distinct styles and sounds. And if alien music is anything like human music, the vast majority of it sucks. Fortunately, in all likelihood, us humans will never get the chance to be disappointed by alien music because we're probably going to blow ourselves up long before interstellar travel becomes possible. But maybe some traveling alien troubadour will witness the final days of humanity and write a song about it. And when they do, 9 out of 10 cows will agree that it sucks.
You're so annoying.
If you'd like to hear some of my Earthling music recorded right here in this very solar system, click the link in the description or search for this dude on Spotify, YouTube, or wherever else you usually go to listen to terrestrial music.